This is Karasuno, a relatively weak high school team until the prodigy duo of Hinata Shoyo and Kageyama Tobio joined. With these two monsters on the team, they instantly surged to the top with their ultimate, seemingly unstoppable quick attack. But now in the finals match to make nationals, they go up against their strongest opponents yet, a super team that makes nationals every year with the strongest high school player there is. But what will happen when one of Karasuno's best players gets injured at the most pivotal moment in the match? So, in this video, I'll go through the entire game, talk about all my favorite moments, and how Karasuno overcame the strongest opponent yet. But before the match starts, we get this one scene of Hinata and Kageyama racing, and they end up running so hard and without paying any attention, they somehow accidentally run into another town. That's some insane cardio running that far full speed. Bro, I try to run like 200 yards and my round fat ass would fall to the floor having a heart attack. Hey, isn't this the town with Torizawa? First try. Yeah, isn't that where the long donged Ushijima goes? What? I best be leaving. Wait, we're from Karasuno. Eventually, though, he gets worried about these volleyball players randomly finding him in the wild and runs away. Though, much like me after a night out drinking, chasing a girl to make sure she gets home safe, they run after him all the way back to his school. And when they arrive, they start stalking through the window and realizing their high school team is so good, they practice against college kids since normal high schoolers aren't nearly strong enough. Then, out of nowhere, Ushijima walks up saying, "Took you long enough to get here." Like, little bro, they were here before you? Why does no one call him out in this brain-dead statement? He starts shit-talking Oikawa's team, calling them trash, and out of nowhere, Hinata goes up to Aura Farm, saying that if they're trash, then what are we, shit? But he has this look on his face like a wild animal about to strike his prey. A stray ball comes flying out of the gymnasium, and as he jumps for it, Hinata flies in the last second, snatching out of the air, leaving bro over here shook.
My nigga.
I'm Hinata Shoyo from Karasuno, and I'm gonna beat you and go to nationals. Oh, my boy, tough out here ore farming against a guy twice his height and size. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we finally made it back to the present day where our finals match is about to begin. This is the most important game of a lot of these kids' lives because if they win here, they go to nationals. But if they lose, it'll be the last game the third years ever play before it'll end up just being a painful memory left behind. Oh, speaking of the third years, I guess this is the perfect time to introduce you all to everyone in our beloved team. First off, we have Hinata and Kageyama, who you've already met. Next, we have our captain and reliable pillar, GOAT Daichi. Then we have the 46-year-old himself, Asahi. Next up, Nishinoya, the absolute most goated defender in the verse. Then we have the Igaguri of the team in Tanaka, Suki, the emo but clutch middle blocker, Yamaguchi, the pinch server, and finally, the backup Walmart setter in case Kageyama can't play. Oh. And I guess we also have Bald Nugget, Blonde Nugget, and Default Nugget, with our sole purpose to keep the bench warm. But now that we have you guys all caught up with our Karasuno lineup, let's go back to the episode. Hey! Oh, what's up, Jit? I made this victory charm for you. Wishing you all the best, big boy. Alright, thanks. Oh my god, he's so sexy, I'm gonna let him hit tonight if they win this. And honestly, bro, I don't even blame her. I cannot stress enough how much of a giga Chad Daichi is. The most consistent player to ever touch the sport. Nishi and Tanaka are screaming in the lobby, getting hyped up, while this guy's like, "Shut up, you're embarrassing us." Like, little bro, no one even knows you're on the team. Shut up. They keep walking through the building, and what is this thing on the wall? Why is this random face mogging everyone? This shit's so random. But cutting back to the court, both teams are warming up, and Ushijima's trying to flex, getting crazy spikes. Kageyama, right. And my goats go up to Ore Farm as well, hitting a crazy spike straight down. So raw, bro. They will not be intimidated by this monkey. But they introduce all of their players to the court, and a new problem arises. Because it's their first finals, it will also be a 5-set match instead of 3, which means at least when it comes to stamina, they're charting into the unknown. But we don't have any time to be worrying about that as the first set begins. Daichi serves the ball, goes to Ushijima, and the match starts off with a blistering shot Nishi can't even react to. Next play, the dude serves, and the 1 out of a billion happens, and Daichi misreads it, calling it out, but it was in. Third serve in a row, they misread who's going for the ball, and they don't go for it. Guys, get your shit together. This is the final. Stop being such pansies and lock in. Sadly, though, even with the motivational boost, Ushijima still slams that in without Nishi being able to receive. And here's where we find out another issue happening right now, aside from just their initial nerves. Ushijima is left-handed. Since most people are right-handed, our Karasuno players are more used to the positioning. They've never versed someone left-handed, so it's going to take some time to get used to it. But they really can't afford having to adapt at a time like this. After taking 5 straight points off the ass, the bold monk finally puts a stop to it. But sadly, it doesn't last that long as the tech timeout comes. Alright guys, I'm gonna be real with you. You either lock in here and start blocking some balls, or you may as well just bend over and ask Usujima with or without lube. The choice is yours. They actually have a good plan to force him to shoot straight, but still, Nishi just can't receive such powerful shots. Apparently, another issue when spiking with the left is the spin on the ball is slightly different than what they're used to. But don't you worry, folks. As we've seen in the story before, Nishi will always adapt to a new spiker. Sadly, though, once again, he slaps that shit past the defensive wall, no problem, and we get a flashback to Yamaguchi and Suki talking. He asks Suki if he thinks he can stop Ushijima. There's no way I could beat someone like that. Hold your head up high, my goat. You may not believe in yourself, but I believe in you. This monkey serves, and... What a shitter. Missing a non-jump serve is diabolical. He slams the ball in, but slowly, Suki's adapting, as for once, he at least makes contact, even if he doesn't save it. And with a score of 16-8, the powerhouse himself steps up to serve. He hits it with the force of a tank, while Daichi sadly still can't handle the raw power. He goes up for another monstrous serve as Nishi's adapted fully to the shot as he gets the perfect receive. Kageyama jumps in like he's spiking, then fakes into a perfect pass to Tanaka. What a fucking demon, bro. Kageyama has the most aura in this show. Tanaka's like, you seem pretty calm for being up against Shiratorizawa. And Goyama's like, well, yeah, the only person I'm scared of is the Demon King himself, Oikawa. Which, like, fair enough. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Oikawa is the secret most evil character in fiction who puts people like Griffith and Sukuna to shame. But that's a story for another day. Kageyama is up to serve, and as per usual, he slaps all of them with his fast schmeat. Sadly, they get scored back on right away. And after one more point from Ushijima, they lose the first set 25-16. Not the absolute worst it could have been, but still not amazing either. At least Nishi is more used to the spikes, letting him receive more often. But with a pep talk from our coach, they go back into the second set, less nervous and more prepared for what's to come. They serve, and what's new, Goat Daichi receives it as they all run in for a synchronized attack. Ball goes to Daichi, and obviously our glorious team captain slaps that shit in no problem. Sadly, they instantly convert back, and before long, it's back to this freak to serve. And then our Goat Igaguri saves it with his face, somehow getting the point. The most insane point so far. Finally, Goat Nada subs back into the fray. Nada does a crazy bolt to the left, and when it's finally looking great, this redheaded freak flicks over at the last second, sitting him down. Seeing the shocked expressions on your faces really turns me on. Huh? Bro, this weird guy is literally the Hisoka or Shido of this show. I wouldn't feel safe in the bathroom with bro. And here's where a new problem arises, as if our team doesn't have enough of them already. Their number 5 is known as the Guess Monster, and just like how Shido plays off pure instinct, this guy does the same as a defender. His natural senses for where the ball will go is extremely heightened, which makes him an insane wall to try and surpass. This guy serves, but of course, Daichi receives it. Unfortunately, just like last time, bro flicks over to Kageyama's spike, instantly sitting them down. Try again! This dude serves again, and what? Again, the Guess Monster flicks over last second, blocking a third ball in a row. How can someone react with such precision, accuracy, and speed so consistently? Yeah, here comes the dopamine. I'm gonna come. Shit. Dude, get this fuck off the court already. Literally Shido 2.0. Although, Shido came after this guy, so maybe Shido is the 2.0. This guy comes up for another serve and it hits the fucking net. But guess who's always there for our team? Don't even need to say it. As Kageyama jumps up for the quick set, giving the crazy back pass to Hinata, who spiked that shit down faster than lightning. Then the next play, Hinata bolts straight down to the right, hitting a crazy fadeaway shot over this glasses, dude. Kageyama and Hinata in flow is so fun to watch, man. Next play starts, and sadly, Ushijima is back to his cheater ways. And even worse, he does it for a second time, even harder to stop Karasuno's flow. It's okay, though, because my King Suki comes back from the bench. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Normal, I'm going to destroy this walking HR violation. They serve short, barely saving it while they set up this freak, and our Giga Chad himself, Suki, slaps him down with his fat schmeat, instantly little broing him. Hey there, I'm Mr. Normal. How's my meat taste? Ushijima gets the ball next, hitting another one. But like last time, Suki's at least touching the ball, and we just know that Suki's wheel is starting to adapt. The next play starts, and our glorious Goat gets 2 back-to-back touches on their spikes, not letting them in so easy anymore. They spike it back onto the enemy side, straight in between those two, who both hesitate, giving them the point. Suki's single-handedly turning this match around by himself, and for the next play, they sub in the backup setter. They receive the ball as Kageyama and Sugawara switch positions, allowing Kageyama to join the full offensive push. After He sets to my GOAT, who gets the spike in. Who said he was just a setter? Then Karasuno hit a quick attack to even up the score back at 20-all. And now at that, we sub in Yamaguchi, the pinch server. It's his job to have the most bullshit annoying floater serves possible to help close out the half. He does a great serve messing up their formation, but here's the problem. They still have the unstoppable scorer, Ushijima. Hisoka starts monkey dancing, and this guy is just really freaked the fuck out. We look back at Suki, and the wheel makes another rotation. Next time we do the 3-man block, let me do the timing. This guy serves and even starts molding to himself about how Daichi receives every single one of them, while Asahi gets the point back. Next play, GOAT Suki once again gets a touch sending it in the air as Tanaka barely launches it to Daichi, who throws it back to Asahi, who sends it back over. Sadly, it was all for naught though, and they still score. But it's okay, because in the next play, finally, they will form a wall around Ushijima, forcing him to spike straight into Nishi, who easily gets the receive. Yama passes to Suki for the easy spike. Let's go. And now with their total defense locked in, at 22-22 in the second set, the game has finally begun. Obviously, GOAT, not fraud Asahi, gets a crazy service ace next play. I learned from the last video not to slander this 48-year-old man. He serves again and they receive it, passing to this bum who does a light tap over everyone. Without fail, the pillar of our team, Daichi, picks that shit up no problem, but Freakazoid instantly kills it, and now the score is 23-23. Now, most of you know this, but for anyone who doesn't know, in volleyball, to win a set, it's first to 25, unless the score is 24-all, in which case you need to win by 2. And when the momentum is riding high, they now have to defend against Ushijima's serves. Who else but fucking, I'm gonna say it again, GOAT Daichi to receive it, no problem, but his teammates let him down, practically giving the ball over. They set up the setter, and when everyone's trying to predict the whole pass, he hits a fucking dump. Oh my god. The balls to go for that at such a close moment, and now with the score of 24-23. If they lose this next point, they not only lose the set, but will go down 0-2 in the best of 5, which is basically a guaranteed loss, as it's near impossible to make a reverse sweep happen. Ushijima hits another powerful serve, but like, even need to say it at this point. Daichi receives as Go Igaguri hits it past the triple wall to secure the point back. Suki serves the ball, and they set up a quick, which Hinata instantly gets a one-touch on. They get the ball back as Tanaka and Hinata bolt up for the quick follow-up, and my God, Kageyama dumps that shit back down. And all of Kageyama's matches, you never dump on him and get away with it. He will always put you back in your place. And now the score of 25-24, Karasuno is at match point. If they can just secure one more point, they'll be tied back up in the series 1-1. Sadly, no. They instantly give one back up. They serve it over as Daichi receives a little too high, but obviously, Big Dick Kageyama beats the shitter in a pushing match. Somehow, Monkey Fuck catches it with his leg, keeping it back up. Nishi gets the receive as Naota sprints over, being the peak decoy he is, while Kageyama sets to Igaguri, who gets the spike. Once more, though, they give the lead right back up as Shira Torizawa's pinch server steps in. They receive, but still sadly give the point up. Now they are down. If they make even a single misstep, their journey will end in heartbreak. He serves it back and Daichi gets the receive, but it's short. Kageyama doesn't even wait for the second touch as he flies in backwards, giving a crazy backward set to Naota, who slaps them down with his shmee. This shit was so fucking badass, bro. Once more, though, we take one step forward, one step back, giving the lead up again. It's okay, though, because GOAT Daichi is here to back us up. The score is now 28-all. With Suki coming back on the court, we get the same flashback. There's no way I could beat Ushijima. But while we cut to Suki get another one touch on Ushijima, sending it flying, Hinata literally flies into the walls, getting that shit back to his team as Kageyama barely nicks it over. The other team saves it, but not good enough as it goes straight back to Karasuno, who sets up Hinata for another dunk point. And now the score is 29-28. If we can just score one more, finally this set will be ours and it will become winnable again. Yo, small fry, give me the ball. Hinata does a dog shit serve that was going to go out, but because of the pressure, this guy actually hits it back up to the ace, who brings the score right back to 29-all. They go for a synchronized attack while Mr. Massive Bean himself, Daichi, gets it right back. He serves and they get it back to Ushijima, who launches it like a nuke at Nishi, who barely gets it back up. It goes back to the enemies, who once more rely on their ace. And this is where Suki's wheel finally makes its fourth and final rotation. There's no way I could beat Ushijima, but I plan on stopping at least a few of his spikes. Suki finally denies Ushijima, helping Karasuno win the set 31-29 as he starts ore farming, now being hooked on this new high. Suki, that 1 point was worth 100. Everyone's glazing him, and my goat's just like, ladies, calm down. This game has only just begun. Really quick, don't want to bother anyone from the video, but I do have a Patreon in the link in the description below where I react to JJK, One Piece, Baki, and of course, you know, Blue Lock. Every day there'll be something. It's less than 1 Starbucks drink a month. So if that sounds interesting, check it out. And now we're on to our third set. And after losing the second set, not only is their setter not letting it get to him, but he seems to be more focused than he was before. And they aren't letting up, scoring time and time again. And unlike the last set, this one went by in a flash with a score of 25-18. With that, Karasuno is down 2-1 in the best of 5. Their backs are truly against the wall. If they don't win both of the next 2 sets, then everything they worked so hard for will be all for naught. And all of the third years will have a bitter end to their volleyball careers. But without wasting any time, let's hop into our fourth, possibly final set. The match starts with the enemy server playing baseball, not volleyball, hitting a fucking dime home run to give us the first point. The next play starts and Ushijima goes for a spike. Basuki forms a wall to let Nishi receive it. Daichi gives a crazy back pass to Asahi, who fucking smashes it in with such raw power. Sadly, they come back with 2 quick points. I thought you were gonna destroy me. I bet you'd like that fruitcake. Yeah. Next play, bro jumps up, hitting an insane shot against the outside of Kageyama's hands, giving his team another point. Karasuno goes for a synchronized attack, and somehow they blocked it? But how? I don't know, but it's okay, as the reliable GOAT himself, Suki, gets it right back. Next play, they form a wall, trying to finally stop Ushijima, and Tanaka barely gets a touch on the ball, sending it flying. As somehow, even with his old creaky man knees, this man Asahi gets to the ball, sending it back. Even with all their efforts, Igaguri is no hero as he instantly gets denied, losing his team the point. And now, he's back, getting the serve on Asahi, bringing his team up 11-9. He goes for another one, but unlike Mr. 37 years old with 3 kids over here, GOAT Daichi easily scoops it back up for a boy, while Kageyama sets up Suki for the dunk. Hinata goes back in thinking about Monkey Ushiwaka, and he runs up for the block like a spike to give him extra height to reject this bum. How you like that, Captain Micro Penis? And with that, they're tied back up at 11-all. Next play, Hinata goes for another run up to the block and runs into the fucking net. Oh my god, brother. Think about how fast you're approaching, you block of cheese. It's okay though, because next play he makes up for it, blocking these guys' spike while full sprinting to the side, hitting another shot back in. And we see the fucking Demon King himself, Oikawa, hate watching the match. No matter who wins, I get to see the loser's face afterwards. This guy's just like me for real. I love hate watching CSGO teams. Watching just a hate watch is so fun. Cutting to the next play, reliable Giga Chad Daichi picks up Ushijima's spike while Igaguri somehow converts for another point. And just holy shit, dude. Hinata is running around like a fucking madman back and forth trying to help defend and attack constantly. Like I said earlier in the video, if I tried this shit, I'm falling over from part failure so fast. And here's where we get a flashback to Daichi near their 3rd years during their 1st year of high school. And after they lose in their final tournament, we get to see their original 3rd year captain crying because he never got to have the opportunity to make it far. And he tells them that if the opportunity ever arises, they'd better grab it with all they've got. They don't want to end up like that, so Daichi, Sugawara, and Asahi will give it all they have to make sure they don't let this chance slip from them. The score is 20-20, and we see once more Hinata's in this dude's way, forcing to hit a straight. Our libero flies in sideways, setting into our unk ace for the point. I love how diverse and aggressive our team strats are. Yamaguchi steps up to serve, and he's like, I don't plan on losing to Hinata. Like, little bro, what crack are you smoking to think we're even in the same realm as him? Your one fucking use is hitting a slightly more annoying serve than usual 1 time per set. You are dog shit. Please do not overstep to my GOAT Hinata. He does this mid-serve, which they receive, and Suki gets a 1-touch as per usual, and Kageyama passes him, but he doesn't jump. He gives it a huge time difference as he jumps super late, flying over these shitters, and now the score is 23-21. All we need is 2 more, boys. Come on, we got this. All right, Yama Monkey, let's see what you got. Alright, wrap it up, little bro. Your services are no longer required. Kageyama sets to Suki, who fucking misses, and then somehow recovers for a second attack, just barely nicking it over. My dope Suki would never make a mistake. This was all part of his 900 IQ strat to fake the defenders. And now, with the score of 24-22, we are on set point. Just get this next point in, boys, please. Sadly, they give up the next one, making it 24-23. They pass to Ushiwaka again, but this time he fakes the spike, hitting a tap over everyone, tying the score back up 24-all, which, if you remember, requires now winning by 2. Oh, is the poor setter getting tired? Nah. I could do this all day. All of you guys are fucking monsters. Coach asks Kageyama if he's fine, and Sugawara is like, if you don't need, I can sub in for you. Like, no, bro, sit your sorry ass down. You cannot replace him. Sadly, Big Dick Jima is up for the serve, and he hits the goddamn net, giving them match point. This shit must be so annoying to deal with, man. If they get one more singular point, everything will end. They're quite literally one wrong move from their dreams all ending. He smacks that shit down with the force of a nuke as Nishi dives in, barely saving it. It goes back over, and right when he goes for the spike, our boys dive into each other, keeping us alive. Kageyama passes to Hinata, who smacks it in easily, getting instantly denied, but it goes out of bounds, still giving Karasuno the point. Once again, our boys are at match point. Kageyama hits a crazy soft serve, which they receive, but only barely, giving Karasuno a chance ball. Hinata flies on the court like lightning, but because of Kageyama's fatigue, his pass was slightly too short. And even when flying to the right, he uses his left hand to make a sick tap in to win his team the 4th set, putting the score at 2-2. We are now at the 5th and final set. Whoever wins this gets to go to nationals. During the break, though, Sugawara is anxious as their baddie ass coach grabs his hands to calm him down. And holy shit, you wouldn't know it, but Karasuno are the original super gooners. They all start attacking him, trying to get that sweet sniff of his hands. Like, calm down, you freaks. Jesus Christ. Now, one important thing to keep in mind for our 5th and final set is, unlike normal sets that are 1st to 25, the 5th set is 1st to 15. So every mistake has that much more impact. The set starts with a bang as Sugawara passes to Unk, who gives our team the 1st point. Sadly, Ushijima hits an insane spike, launching that shit out of bounds. Next play, we have another synchronized attack with our libero side into our setter, who spikes it in. Tough. Then we get a Hisoka backstory, and it cuts to some scary, ominous music with him saying he's gonna break their souls. Like, what kind of demonic shit is this brother on? Also, he serves, hitting the net, giving our team another point. And at this point, we are 4-1. This 5th set has started off with a great start, but alas, it cannot last forever with Ushijima being on the court. And now, he's up to serve. He smashes it into Asa. You can't even react to it. Next play, again, he slams it in, closing the gap. What a monster. Is there anything this guy can't do? And this is where we find out he's actually finally getting fired up, finding his flow. And he hits another service ace on their side. Somebody please do something. Suki tries to do something, but it just doesn't matter, as even Nushi can't pick up the loose ball. It's okay, though, because Suki goes right back to his goated ways, instantly cock-blocking Shido over here. They set up for a second attack, and once again, he reads it, getting a one-touch of Ushijima. They get it back over, but sadly, there's only so much this fucking guy can do as the 3rd attempt makes it in. Or so we thought? It went out of bounds, so we get the point. Wait, what the fuck is the ref doing? They overruled it? Kill this guy! And it gets worse. While already being down 7-4 in the final set, the ball fucked up Suki's hand and he needs to go to the nurse office. This is so fucking chopped, bro. The only reason we were even still in this match is because of Suki putting a leash on Ushijima. Now with him gone, what the fuck are our boys supposed to do? You'd better buy me some time, Hinata. As he walks away, heartbroken. And you really can't blame him for feeling like that at such a pivotal moment. And oh my god, they are subbing in the fucking bald nugget from earlier. This guy is a professional bench warmer. Can we not sub in anyone else? Cutting to Daichi. If we don't show everyone what we're made of, then when the hell will we? Ushijima smashes that shit into Daichi, who obviously receives Tsuga, who sets to Nugget, who gets insta-block, and we get another flashback for Hisoka. Ever since that first time, I became addicted to the sexual energy I feel seeing that face. And yeah, bro is over here straight up busting in his pants at the sight. And now being down 8-4, he's back up for the serve. Let's fucking go, boys. Bum Jima put us back in the match. Asi comes in for a crazy spike, but they block it straight away. And as it goes straight down, our Oh, Hinata catches it with his face on purpose, sending it back up. And without wasting a beat, he becomes a perfect decoy as always, baiting out the defenders for Ikaguri to score. And thank God Kageyama's warming back up to go in. Sugawara is fine and all, but he is surely no Goat Yama. Next play, Daichi receives, and they go for another Nishi synchronized attack, getting it in with Tanaka. And now finally, our carry comes back in. He gives a crazy serve, which they can barely pick up, but it goes back to our boys. And without even getting any more touches, Kageyama jumps up, giving a crazy set to Hinata, who does the insane vertical spike from before. They were just flexing it at this point. But with a few more points, we are now at 8-10. They are up by 2. And to make things worse, this guy gets a no-touch ace, bringing them up by 3. They serve another strong one, with Tanaka barely being able to send it over as they set up Ushijima for this spike. Somehow, some way, Hinata with one hand deflects it back over, getting the point. You know, how his wrist didn't instantly snap from the force, I have no idea. And now the monkey pinch server's coming in. It's your time to shine, bro. If there was ever a time to perform, it is now. Oh, get him out, man. He's only semi-decent at serving, but useless at everything else. If he doesn't service ace, he just sells. But wait, this guy touched the net. What a fucking miracle, putting us down only by 1 now. We serve another one as Ushijima slams it in, getting blocked by the bald nugget. He's falling off so hard. It's amazing. And even better, the bald nugget somehow scores. Go buy a lotto ticket, bro. There's all your life's luck in 1 moment used up. Yamaguchi gets ready for another one, but it's too far. But because of the pressure, this guy accidentally touches it. Now take the lead. Sadly, the streak ends here, though, with them converting a point back. It's 13-all. Both teams are 2 off from victory. Then they get another one back, making the score 14-13. If Shira Torizawa gets a singular extra point now, this game ends in heartbreaking fashion. Next play, Daichi receives what is new, and they go for their super risky synchronized attacks as once more. Giga Chad, super reliable GOAT deity Daichi saves our team from heartbreak. The score is 14-14. Either team now just needs to win by 2 to end it. They have a really long rally and it ends badly with them losing the point. Backs are up against the wall and it's looking bleak. But don't fret, guys. We have one final ace up our sleeves, because
with this treasure, I summon
Goat Suki. Let's go! This random serves it as Daichi gets an easy receive to Kageyama, who goes for a dump. He scores it, but it's red, if only barely, meaning he can't go for that anymore. Asi goes for a powerful serve, which they receive for Ushijima. Gotsuki blocks it, and we get this shot of him and Ushijima falling, staring each other down. And this shit is so raw, bro. They barely get it back over, though, as he goes for another powerful spike, which Nishi saves because of Suki's pathing. And again, they throw it over to Ushijima, who hits the net by accident. Nishi saves it as they run in again, and Suki fakes on the side like Hinata, buying Ikaguri a few extra seconds to barely make it in. This Giga Chad is single-handedly changing the flow of the game from his raw peanut size. Oikawa is watching the stands balding, hoping both of them lose. And honestly, you're not a real sports fan until you've hate-watched 2 teams at the same time and hoped for both of them to lose. Ase goes up for the crazy serve, and he wins them the game. Oh my god. That's so lucky it hurts, bro. It's okay, though, because by some miracle, his serve also didn't count. Barely not making it in as well. But good things can't last forever, as next play, Ushijima delays his spike into over the blockers, tying it right back up at 17-all. Then our boys come out with another quick attack, getting match point. 1 more point, guys. We can do it. God damn it. The guest monster is exactly what his name suggests. He's a fucking monster. Tanaka quickly scores back. Then in the next play, Hinata has the read, but his leg gives out. Like I said before, this is our team's first ever best of 5, and the amount of stamina one needs just to make it to the end is extraordinary. The dude serves hitting the net, but just like Hinata, Daichi's running on empty. But Goat Nishi comes in flying last second, keeping it up. But it's going right back to the spiker. It's somehow fucking 360 no scope double save. What a fucking monster. And Asi comes in to close it out. The score is now 20-19. Just get this last point in nationals is all ours. Also, I just want to go back to Nishi. This guy, without a doubt, has a 9.5-inch wiener. Hinata serves and Kageyama off intuition throws this monkey out of the way to prepare for the receive. Their setter has both spikers on each side of him and using them as decoys, he passes quickly up the middle. But without fail, our king reads it, getting the one touch. They throw it up to Hinata, who spikes it, and this guy knocks it down as Ushijima barely saves it. They set it back to him, but we've already formed a wall. He smashes the straight in, and Hinata once again catches it with his face. Tanaka gets the second touch as Kageyama launches it back over, and while feeling the aura coming off Ushijima, he gives him the final pass. They use a triple block closing him off for the straight, and he pulls out an insane cross in which Kageyama barely reacts to, sending it flying. Daichi does a diving save, keeping it into Asi, who spikes it into the blockers, but it gets sent back to Tanaka, who passes to Kageyama, while everyone runs in for the final synchronized attack, and it goes to none other than our MC Hinata Shoyo. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, with a score of 21-19, our members at Karasuno have had one of the craziest upsets in volleyball history, and our third years live to play volleyball another day. So yeah, that was Karasuno versus Shiratorizawa. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We can like and subscribe, and once again, thanks to Goat Yuri for being in the special grade sorcerer tier on the Patreon. If this video does well, I'll probably make more of these videos from different Haikyuu matches, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.